All right, let's see what we're in for today. Myself, I'm limping around with my knee. My back's flaring up a little bit, so I just took a pile of ibuprofen. I'll probably be fine. Don't worry about me, I'll keep going. And I'm just curious how much of this is still soupy, because I see little puddles of water still standing. So let's see how slimy it is. Oh boy. Yep, she's still soupy. I don't know if you can hear that, but oh yeah, she's soupy right where I need to go to. Yep. All soggy. But it's cleaned up more. This is a positive, right? I may grab the tractor and see if I can scrape the top layer. If I can get some sort of solidness under there. Because one of the things is I need to make a Home Depot run with that truck that's attached to the trailer on the hill right now. Not that I have to make the Home Depot run right now, but I need to make it today, because one of the things on the list today, which is overwhelming in itself, is I got to pick up insulation board to skirt the whole bottom of the camper. We're going to get some drastic drops in temperature this week, and I don't want all the pipes to freeze and all that jazz with the camper. So that's a big priority for today, probably the biggest priority, because once the snow comes tomorrow, it's yeah, I don't want to be digging in snow and frozen ground to be dealing with that. And we're not supposed to get to freezing today. I think we're supposed to be around 35, but I think as soon as it gets dark, we're going to drop below freezing. So at that point, this saturated ground is turn into a block of ice. So I got to decide, am I going to try and block all the trailer wheels and disconnect it where it sits and run the Home Depot? I think I'll start with running the tractor back and forth and just see if that's going to clear up enough for me to move that stuff around. I don't know. Wish me luck. See what happens. All right, so update. I did unhook the trailer. Thankfully, I have my buddy Ken's trailer here, and he's got two really serious wheel chocks. So I used those on that. Thank you, Ken. And was able to get it off there so I could use that to go to Home Depot. So very fortunate that worked out. Unfortunately, we had a snowstorm come tomorrow. And I forgot how crazy everybody is before the snowstorms, especially the first one. So I ran to one U-Haul. Well, first I went to BJ's to fill my propane tanks, and that took over an hour of time there, because the mechanics are the ones that do it, and the shop's busy, everybody getting tires just before the storm, and there was a line of people waiting for propane also. Then it was 2 Home Depots to get the foam I need to put under the camper. So that was chaos. So it is now almost 1:30. Got snow coming in the morning, and I probably only got 3 hours of sunlight left. So looks like I'm going to be working in the cold with flashlights. So nothing to it but to do it. Let's get to it and see what happens. Oh boy. And I've never done this before, so it's going to be a lot of figuring, cutting in around the stairs and making an opening to access the water ports and all that stuff and whatnot. And then while I'm at it, before the panel over there goes on, I'm going to drain it and fill it. So that's done before the temperature drops, because this week the temperature is going down, single digits. All right, gotta get to work. Alright, so that one piece took way longer than I would have wanted it to. But that one does notch around both frame rails and the propane line and everything else. And my cuts ain't perfect because I had to wedge it in there. And so I had to keep carving more room for it to be able to tilt and then pull the way it has to go. So I already figured I'd be spray foaming around the edge. So like all around that frame rail, I'll just put some spray foam, but it's all notched up and around under that rail, up, around that rail and up, and dug into the ground. And as usual, all roots and vines inside the ground. I don't know if I'm gonna bother digging all the rest of it. I think I'm just gonna kind of let it sit on the surface. I kind of wanted it dug in, so harder for like rodents to dig under it, but at this point it is what it is. It's got to get done. See what happens. Alright, so that's getting tedious. But I filled in around the stairs, all the way back to the tire, all the way to the front, and around the front, the whole front of it. So that front piece, sorry, clumsiness, it's on the tripod. That front piece was a huge pain in the butt, and this piece around the stairs over here, that was a huge pain in the butt, and whatnot. So I think the rest is reasonably straightforward, but I'm going to take a break for a second and go get the plow out of the backyard while I have a little light. So I'm doing this with the floodlight. That's fine. Where the plow is, I know there's deer and bobcat over there some nights, so I'll go do that in the daylight. Sound like a plan? I think so. And then I'll work on all the sides, and I'll do the bump out last, because if I wanted to really rough it in, I could just put one piece over the tires and straight across, but I want to have it come out and across the whole front of it. That way the whole floor of the bump out is insulated for, you know, just less heat loss. So I'll leave that for last. So if I really run out of time and I want to say screw it all, I can just cut a flat piece, put it over the tires. But I'll focus on all the other ones that are going to tuck in around everything. And yeah, oh boy, let's get to it. Got like no time left. What time is it? 3:24, and the sun goes down about 4:30 now. All right, plows dug out, stuff shuffled around, tucked into the garage, out of the direct snowfall. Plows positioned. Hopefully it works. There's a padlock on it. I can find where the key is. I think I know where it is. And the ride-on tractor's tucked over on the side. I put down a piece of Galvy roof panel, parked it on top of that, so it's not straight on dirt at least. Now for the elephant in the room. I'm gonna go see if that'll move. And get stuck. It is what it is. But let's see what happens. Well, got the trailer back where it's supposed to go, and neighbor stopped over while I was doing it, and ended up shooting the breeze, having a beer and whatnot, and now it is pitch black out, and not even halfway done with the camper skirting. So it's cold. I had a long night ahead of me, so I'm going to be working with flashlights and headlights and God knows what else. And yeah, let's see what happens. I put the tractor away, I got the plow out, all that stuff. So yeah, all that stuff shuffled around. Truck's over here. Yeah, I put the tractor away and then get back to work over here. Whew. Well, it's 10 p.m. and I'm calling it. I am frozen, sore, tired, and filthy. Crawling around on the dirt under here. But we got pretty much everything insulated all the way around. Did the whole bump outs all the way around. And this one panel right here, I left that one loose. That one's not taped in yet or anything because I want to be able to crawl in there tomorrow or the next day. And where can I get some light around here? Yeah, I want to be able to crawl in there and get some spray foam insulation around everywhere that light could be coming in. And I know I have to do along this top of this back bumper, I gotta do a little bit of spray foam down in there. So yeah, so all of it's in and done, all skirted right down to the ground. All the way around. Had a few touch-up things I gotta do. I didn't have any washers, so I have electrical conduit things, using them as washers. So I gotta pick up some big washers and replace those. Put it all down around the front. And I am sorry about how long that time lapse was. I was just focused on getting this done and a little overwhelmed with it, and just wanted to get through it. And I didn't think to stop and do some checkups, show you what I was doing and stuff like that. But anyway, thanks for stopping in. And as a side note, today was 1 year. Thanksgiving Day was 1 year since I bought the house. And today was 1 year from the first day I set foot on the property with the weed whacker and chainsaws starting to open up the driveways. So now I'll be able to start seeing the Facebook memories pop through, and the maybe do the holy crap, or wow, that's all I've got done. We'll see what happens. But anyway, hope you all had an awesome weekend. And I think this snowstorm's getting downgraded. As of this morning, they were saying we got 10 inches. So I was rushing around. I got the plow dug out, and that up front stuff moved around, tractor moved around and all that, and just did a ton of prep. Got that trailer moved and everything. And now last time I checked, probably 3-4 hours ago, they were down to like 4 inches. So probably by the morning we'll be down to a dusting. But either way, all this had to get done, so whatever. Anyway, again, hope you all had a good weekend, and I hope your week gets off to a good start and not too much of a Monday. Anyway, you guys have a good day. Thank you.